Hey guys, welcome back to my art channel. So for today's video, I drafted and rendered a ground floor plan of my restaurant Plate with Events venue. This was actually made months ago when I posted my plate oral presentation video about Olive Garden Choo Choo. Yeah, this was the floor plan I made, and yeah, this is my final output for the ground floor plan. As you can see, I drafted it with dimensions and lines, and these are the materials I used: the touch markers and the touch 10 markers and touch 5 markers. So yeah, if you're curious on how I made this ground floor plan, then keep on watching. So this is the ground floor plan drafted in pencil. I didn't ink it yet, but I will later. But this is the close-up montage of the floor plan and the spaces I made and planned. It actually took me a long time to draft and plan all this. And this is the unipins I'm gonna use for outlining my work. So I'm gonna be using the 0.3, 0.2, 0.1, and the 0.05 markers for the tiles and choo-choos. So yeah, I like to start outlining with the walls first, starting with the darkest one, which is the 0.3 or 0.2 unipin markers. I'm just gonna be doing a fast forward of me inking the whole plan. So if you want, you can just skip it to the rendering part, but this is a time lapse of me labeling and outlining all the columns and walls and furnitures and whatnot and choo. So yeah, if you interested on how I ink, then keep on watching. This is where I use the 0.005 unipin markers. It's really thin. It's usually for tiles and the small parts, but as you can see here, it's kind of thick, but you can erase it lightly with a normal eraser so it will appear lighter. So yeah, right now I'm just doing the furnitures with a light marker like 0.1. Yeah, I also use a furniture template I bought in Shopee. It's not the rotring one, but this one works because it's a lot cheaper, and the rotring one costs like 1,000 or like 600 pesos. No thanks. So yeah, I will just be outlining the rest of the furnitures and other stuff and tiles, choo, and then we can proceed to rendering. So keep on watching. So this is the final ink output. It took me over 4 hours of inking and choo because of all the procrastinating and eating and snacky snacks. Yeah, sad. So this is the final output. Just a quick montage of all the spaces and the plans. I actually didn't ink the labels because I don't want the alcohol markers to smudge the label. So yeah. Right now, I will be doing the drafting and the measurements and dimensions of the plan. So yeah, bam! Yes! So this is the completed drafted plan and inked. of my ground floor plan. So this is the title and the dimensions and the north symbol. Yeah, I also put the column grid label. So yeah, I actually made a big mistake in making the section label, so I just hid it using a white pen. Big brain. So right now I will be coloring with alcohol markers. So these are my alcohol markers. I made a video on how I made this DIY alcohol marker storage case, so if you want you can check it out. Link in bio. Link in description box. Yeah. So I'm just gonna be getting some colors and then start coloring. So I will be starting with the small room on the left side. This is actually my greenhouse for the greeneries and the fresh ingredients for my restaurant. A good feature. Right now I'm adding a little cobblestone effect on my porch area, and I'll be coloring it with a cool gray. And I will also be outlining my stairs so it will be visible. So I will also do a shadow effect on my trees. So as you can see, I start with the left side first, or the down side, and then I will be filling it with darker colors and then highlighting it with yellow and stuff. Right now I am doing my floor plan, floor color, but I noticed it was kinda a bit bright, so I decided I'm going to make patong it with another color or the same color para mas dark yung effect. For the admin offices, I decided my floor finishing will be like a polished concrete. So I added like a shine effect to the cool gray. As you can see, I left parts where I didn't render it. And right now, as you can see, I am darkening the floor finishing of my restaurant with the same color, just the same color. I don't want to risk mixing it with another color because it might turn out ugly. Yeah. So for the tables, I decided to use a chestnut brown. I think it's a 98 color, just to be on theme with my concept, which is the Olive Garden. So medyo brown, earthy colors, green, gray. Yeah. One mistake my prof pointed out is the stairs, cause di nakita yung vanishing point, yung cut ng stairs. Dapat kasi merong cut sa stairs. I actually did put a cut on the stairs, but it covered it with the alcohol markers, so di na siya kita masyado. Yeah, sad. So you have to think about that when you're coloring. So right now I am outlining the walls with a gray color, pero I think I will be coloring it again with a darker color because I don't think it will suffice as a dark wall because it's supposed to be dark. So right now I am doing the other greeneries and the other extra kineme. So yeah, this part is actually my parking area, and I separated some parking with some shrubs and some plants. And yeah, just to make space for the column and separation purposes. And this is the mini pond I have, really cute, with some vegetation and some greeneries right there. And this is my toilet, that's my lobby, and the events lobby for some reception purposes. So yeah, I also put a cutting line there, but di na siya kita with the brown, as you can see. Sad. So right now I am finishing off by labeling my areas and my spaces. So as you can see, I didn't label them before rendering because if I did, the labels would be smudged because of all the coloring and choo-choo. So you might want to do the same. And right now, after labeling, I will be doing some finishing touches. Just like the tiles, I want to add sheen, some shine to it. So I'm just gonna add some lines just for a little added effect. You don't really need to, but yeah, I just wanted to. Yeah. Anyways, this is the final finished rendered drafted floor plan choo-choo. It took me like 6 hours to render it all. This is the size. It's like 2 dunkals and one dunkal by 2 dunkals. Yeah. So this is a quick close-up and montage of the plan I made, rendered and finished. This is the PWD parking and my greenhouse. This is my back rear entrance, my restaurant area with some bushes for separation and COVID purposes. This is the kitchen, my admin office, and yeah. I will be posting part 2 for the second floor plan of this project. So if you're curious on that, then stay tuned. This is the materials I used. I used the Touch 10 and the Touch 5 markers. Link will be in the description box below if you want to know how to make this. So yeah, this is some more Touch 5 markers I have. These are the Unipen markers I used. I will also be linking in the description box below the oral presentation for this plate. So if you're curious on that, then go watch it. So thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and see you on the next one.